So, what? It means what? It's to make your customer satisfaction first. How do you make your customer satisfaction first? It's
Yeah, but just very quickly, are you showing some slides because they're not showing on screen?
no, really? You don't see me?
I see you, but not the slides.
Ah, there is no slides.
Oh, there's no slides.
No
Perfect. Okay.
slide. I am the slide. I am the
You're
slide.
even better than the slides.
I am a living slide, you know.
Perfect. I'll leave you to the living slide.
So let's make it that way, and let's say that what is the what? What is your job? Okay, you say customer first. You say we are customer centered. Yes, but in fact, what is your job? I must say that if you want, as a manager, to show that customer is first, you may say it and say it, well, say that our mission is customer satisfaction. You don't believe me? Come on, let's go to Zappos. You know Zappos, it's a big company with a very big service, with loyal customers. And when you ask Zappos, for example, when you are reading their employees manual, employees book, you read this. What do? We are Zappos. We are a service company. And we happen to sell shoes and clothing and bags and accessory and a lot of things. So, each and everyone in Zappos knows that for the management for Zappos, the job, the focus, the aim, the soul, it's service. That is the mission. You want another example? Well, let me talk about Southwest Airlines, the third biggest airline company in the world. The third one. Maybe you don't know it because it's only a domestic company. 750 planes, 97 cities, only in the USA, Mexico, and Puerto Rico. So, Herb Keller, the founder, used to say to the new recruits, the new employees, every one of us, the pilots, the hostels, the stewards, the employees on ground, well, each and every one, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the relationship business. And we happen to fly planes. So it's not something to be laughed at. It's really, we are service. We are aimed on relationships. We are aimed on, well, customer satisfaction. How do you do that? How do you show that? How do you walk the talk? You know Amazon. Amazon, yes, that company. Amazon created the talking chair. You don't know it because it's only in the board of directors. There is an empty chair. Why? Because it's Mr. and Mrs. Customer's chair. Each and every time there is something which is discussed. There is a process to be implemented. There is any decision. Each time everyone turns to the empty chair and says, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, what do you think about that? Will it improve your shopping experience? Will it be more quick, more sympathetic, more easy? Well, will it create something good for you? If the answer is yes, well, let's go further. If the answer is, well, I don't know, well, let's think it over just a little. If the answer is no, well, forget it. So, you know Amazon, you know the the quality of their customer relationship, well, there is a way that they walk the talk. It is not only Jeff Bezos who is saying, well, customer first. Customer is there when we take any decision. So that is the what. To put the mission as customer satisfaction, customer relationship, to put it first of all. Well, that is done. How do you create the commitment? That is the second. That is why I, the employee, should I act in that way? Why? Well, the answer is, again, in the management acting. It's the way the management first recruit people. How do they recruit people? You cannot train people in order to be sympathetic. You cannot train people to be friendly. Well, they won't be happy in relationships. So when you recruit people, you must recruit people very eager to be in contact with customers, to give them pleasure, satisfaction, not forgetting the profit, not forgetting the shareholders. Sure, that's important. For example, let's go back to Southwest Airlines. Southwest Airlines is renowned for its very good relationship, quality of service. And you know why? Southwest Airlines is a low-cost company, the first low-cost company in the world. You pay everything, even the peanuts. You pay everything. But quality of service is first. How do they do that? When they recruit someone, this someone is summoned to go to the headquarters in Houston, Texas. Of course, they fly with Southwest. And just before they are drilled, interviewed, and so on, well, each and every person who has been in contact with that very candidate received a phone call, and it is how did this person acted? Was he or she sympathetic, friendly, open-minded, and so on? They talk with the employees on the ground, the stewards, a hostess, not the pilot, of course, and so on. Well, is everything all right? All right. But if that very person was not really sympathetic, not really open, not really smiling well, this person gets an immediate return ticket. Because you cannot train someone to be friendly. So they recruit only friendly people. So recruitment is first. Second, maybe you know Greyhound companies, long distance buses in the States. And second, first recruitment. Second, to create events. One example in a Greyhound station, the station master received a letter from a lady customer complaining that, well, toilets, the ladies' toilets, were not very clean. If you ladies are listening, well, you know what I am talking about. And so the station master told everyone that thing, that letter, and said, well, we'll have dinner together, each and every employee of the station, and we'll talk about that. Where do we shall have dinner? Well, of course, in the ladies' room. And they had dinner in the ladies' room to discuss ladies' room cleanliness. So, it's a matter of walk the talk. I am not only saying, well, it's important to have the ladies' room very clean. I show it. And each and everyone in that station will remember it. And never again there was a complaint. So another kind of event. Virgin Airlines. It depends only on the manager. At the board of directors, Richard Branson, the head, it is said that a lady customer was very happy with an employee. He was very friendly, helping him and her and so on. And she wrote to say, I'm happy, satisfied, thank you. Branson stops the meeting, picks up his phone, wants to talk with the employees and say, hello, do you know who's talking? I'm your boss. I am Richard Branson. Yeah, and I took you to congratulate you. We received a letter from a lady customer you helped last week. Very good. You know, relationships are very important for us. So you did very good. Thank you. That was Richard Branson talking. Do you understand? Doing that, it is not with only one employee he's talking. No. Because he created a buzz. And the buzz is, well, when Richard Branson talks about customer first, customer relationship, satisfaction, it's not only words. Yes, he thinks about it. For him, it's important. So that is the why. A way to create a commitment. It is to walk the talk. It is to show that, yes, our mission is relationship, and two, yes, I do believe in that. And I'm happy when I see that something is occurring by creating events, special moments. What is the how? Okay, I know what to do. I know why I should have to do, but how do I do that? It is the how. And there is the means, always from top to down. It's first, it's, let's say, common sense. Let's a kind of training which is no training. You know about Nordstrom. Nordstrom, that big, tremendous company. In Nordstrom, when you enter Nordstrom, you said, well, it is written, in Nordstrom we have rules. Rule number 1. In each and every situation with a customer, well, you must use your best judgment. Rule number 2, there is no rule number 2. There is one and only rule, dot. Use your best judgment. That is, I empower you. I tell you, well, just think, you're a human being with a head, with a heart, with guts. Well, you know what it takes to be a customer. So, be a customer. With your customers, use your brain. There is a second way to tell people, to help people to never say, I don't know. Well, there is in New York a hotel, the Ritz Plaza Athénée. I'm French, you can hear. So, Ritz Plaza Athénée is renowned for its excellent service. You can ask anything at anybody, the concierge, restaurant, yes, a restaurant, a maid, well, they can answer. They never say, I don't know. Never. How do they manage to never say, I don't know? Because the onboarding process includes 1 week as a customer in that palace. During that week, onboarding week, they sleep in different kinds of room, they watch the internal TV, they eat in the different restaurants. Well, so when you ask something to a maid or to a concierge, one would say, well, okay, you want that room? Okay, that's very good. You can see this or that, and but with that kind of room, you can see this or that. And so, well, what is playing tonight? Well, I saw it's a very good program, the video. Well, they know. So the employee is a customer. So it's a way to put the employees in the customer's shoes. No, no boring, sometimes session with training. No, they experiment it. So these are the 3 ways you can implement the culture spirit, the culture habits in a company. It's not only ideas. I did manage to take examples from companies, real company renowned for their good service. So it works, but I know it is a lot of work, it's a lot of attention, and it's daily and daily. It to have a mission, to walk the talk, to train, and of course to every time to inform the employees of our company. Where do we come from? Where are we going to? Why do what we are doing is important for you, the employee, for us, the company, for the society. You've heard about the great resignation. Well, it's a way to put meaning in your job. So, well, that is these are 3 ways. Well, a last example about Zara. You know Zara, the clothing company, and if you're a woman shopping at Zara in Spain, for example, you'll be surprised that the people who sells, the lady, will have small talk with you. Small talk. What do you think? What do you think of the color, of the size? What do you wish? How do you prefer? And so on. Well, what are they doing? They are gathering information. Of course, Zara is doing a lot of study of marketing and so on, but there are also just verbatim from the customer, the real customer on the spot, and all that goes up to the marketing department. So for the employee, I'm not only selling clothes, I am also doing things for the company. That is very interesting for me. I'm a partner. Well, 3 things to conclude, to summarize it up, to implement a culture company, a culture spirit in your company. Mission, commitment, information, training. Sorry. And I am guilty. And three words to conclude, to summarize it up. So, what do you have to do? First, every time be listening. Second, every time be acting on what you've been listening to. Third, follow up. And, well, of course, repeat everywhere. Thank you, dear listeners. My name is Rosette, Gilbert Rosette. Well, as you may understand, je parle français aussi. But well, and if you have any question and information, well, I shall be happy to answer you, and you may also write to me at mail to me at contact at roses.net. But well, if you have something to ask, I'll be happy. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup, Jude. Thank you so much. And yes, a very animated and great performance. We didn't need any slides there. We just needed Gilbert. Thank you so much for that. A question for you then. You know, many people quote the stats that 20% of customers think that the organization delivers a good customer experience, whereas 90% or 70% of executives think that their company does. There's a mismatch between what organizations think they deliver and how customers experience that. So part of that may well be organizations knowing that customer experience is important. Many surveys show that it's right up there as one of the number one, number two priorities for CEOs. But your point about walking the talk, why is walking the talk so much more difficult? What are the sorts of barriers and challenges and issues do you see getting in the way, and how might we overcome them so that we could all as an industry get better at walking the talk?
Why is it difficult? Well, pardon me, I'll give you an example of solution. Again, an airline company by the name of Alaska Airlines, and each and every month, each and every manager, his job is to go down to the reservation department and to act exactly like the other reservation agent. So the manager, first, he or she hears a real customer, not a file, a real one. Say, I'm happy, I want this, I want that, I'm not happy, and well, it is flesh and blood in his soul. And the colleagues, they say, well, that manager, he or she knows what we are doing. So when he or she says, well, be friendly, he knows what he or she is talking about. So let's give the best of ourselves to be really friendly. That is a kind of answer. Second, it's why there is that kind of mismatch. We think we give a very good customer service, and people say, well, no, it's not good. Well, first, just look about Amazon. There is no mismatch. It's an example. It's becoming a standard. What is the solution? I told you, listen and act. Ask the people, well, I think I did very good. So what did you want? And the main question is, with the customer, with the board of directors, how can we do a better job to give a better satisfaction to our customers? We think our good, all right. How can we be better than that? Always listen, question, and try and forgive. Please forgive when we are wrong, but we try, we do something new. We are with the customer. We are not like that. We are good. Just Bye. No, we are with you. What do you want? And what do you dream of? What do you dream of?
And is that what do you dream of that perhaps builds us closer to this point you made near the end about meaning and the importance of meaning in people's lives? Everyone's searching for meaning, and there's very little of it people find in the world at the moment. And there's an opportunity maybe through work to find more meaningful, purposeful work is what people yearn for. And being able to connect people to serving other people, like customers, well, and getting the feedback from them starts to speak to that meaning. So there's no way of kind of bringing meaning into work and harnessing it in ways that put it in service of better customer experience that can be a self-fulfilling energy within the organization that will help people to walk the talk.
Pardon me, what is exactly your question? The sound is not very good, sorry.
I just wanted you to expand on meaning and finding meaning in work is good for the person and maybe good for the customer.
Meaning of work, it's it's just like husband and wife, it's a couple, it's employee and customers. And there is a second couple, employee and management. Well, and this is a family. So, the same you do with your customer, the same, maybe, I'm sure, you may do with your employees. In fact, to manage your business, you treat every customer like a prospect, and to manage your company, you treat each and every employee just like a customer. What do you wish? What do you want? It's not here is a check, here is a check. No, not only that. It's also a matter of human relationship. The meaning of your job. It's not you do that. Okay, but what? Why do you do that? Why it is important for us? Why it is important for the society? Why is it important for you? You do something useful, and to inform, explain, to have contact. Let me tell you that way. So close your files, shut off your computer, get out from your office and go down to the shop, go down to the front office, go down to meet the customer, take a phone, be with the customer and be with your employees, talk with them, and you'll see you have a lot less of paper to manage with, and you'll have, it will be easier. It's not a trick, it's contact, it's human relationship. That is the way to listen and to act from what you listen. If you listen just to listen, no, you cannot fool an employee. But it's only, okay, that's important. How can we do that? Well, just think about 3M, Scotch. When a project doesn't work, maybe you want to repair that something wrong, just right. And that is why the post-it was invented, was created. So something wrong, just right. I believe in you. Just right.
Yes.
I believe in you. I believe in you. Yeah.
Perfect. Gilbert, that's fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing with us the what, the why, and the how of implementing a good customer culture. I think we all learnt a lot from your talk. So once again, thank you for being so generous with it.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you, each and every one of you. I see your photos, and thank you from Paris. Bye.
Adieu.
Nice afternoon. Yeah.